Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, for X-Men Reality TV, like, subscribe to the channel. Listen, man, I know this right here is a video strictly for, my channel really is a channel for entertainment, and music, news, things of that sort. But this is a part of entertainment, news, but this is actual factual news. So again, like, subscribe, and welcome to the show. Bring your ass on in. All right, take a seat, just listen, put your phone down. Let's get to it. All right, now, Visual Concepts is a gaming development company. And then we talking business, so let's talk business. Visual Concepts is a gaming development company. And it's a gaming development company for WWE 2K. And they've been hitting with a lot of layoffs. If y'all ain't already heard. They've been laying off a lot of people that's part of the game development team over at Visual Concepts. And the sequel to the Netflix version that you can see right here in this picture, the version of WWE 2K is also canceled. But I wanted to speak on this because I felt like I needed to really touch on what's going on and just, share my facts, not opinions, but facts. Now, I've been going on throughout the years saying how 2K need to improve. And a lot of things that are common sense to add into the game that was once in the game and things that should be put into the game that haven't been put in the game. And I always question and wonder, do these people even care? And obviously Visual Concepts are getting fed up, and that's why they're laying them off. And I feel like this is a great thing. This is a great thing by them laying off these people, because we need fresh new people who actually have the passion and care about gaming and trying to bring the fun back into gaming so we can have the freedom to be able to explore and do the things we want in these video games. One of the things that I've always been talking about that I feel like why haven't we been given access to do this in these wrestling video games, and that is fighting up stair steps in the crowd. Now, these are things that are just right there in our eyesight, and it's no excuse to why we're never able to do these things. I mean, if you make stair steps in a crowd, how are you not able to go up those steps? But you made the stair steps and put it in the game along with the crowd and the people, but you can't fight up those stair steps. Things like that are just, out of all the years, just unacceptable. And we're supposed to be on new gen consoles. So that's taking away the fun away from the consumer, from the people who actually buying the product. Another thing, the same backstage areas every year. You're not giving us different backstage areas to make it feel like we actually backstage in the WWE arena. We actually feeling like this is the same game. It's nothing new, not a new experience is going to bring to the people who buying y'all product if we feel like it's the same thing that we getting from last year, except for maybe an updated roster. And that's why I say that 2K26, I tried to give them one more chance, and they failed me again. And it's gotten so bad to the point that people aren't even talking about 2K26, and this is probably it's March, and what it is, it's just the game been out for 2 months, and ain't nobody talking about it, except for the gaming developer, not the game developers, but the content creators who all they can, do, I guess, is just talk about wrestling games. I feel bad for them a little bit because they can't talk about nothing else due to the algorithm and their subscribers. But no one is caring about WWE 2K26 because there's no longevity or replayability for these games. Why? Because people are not caring. And by people not caring and actually showing that they want to work, now they hit with the layoffs. Because people they're not really, subscribed to the BS that they keep getting every year. People are no longer wanting to put their money towards something that they know that the people who making the game is not putting their heart into it. They're not doing their job. We should have different backstage areas. The arena should feel more lively, lifelike when you backstage. We should have lobby areas, man. I'm talking about lobby areas that connect to the entrance to the arena, the way you can go outside and fight outside in front of the arena. Lobby areas that have the bathrooms to the right, hallways, General manager rooms we can go in. New parking lot areas. Indoor. The gorilla room. Right where you go at before you go out to the entrance to make your entrance. Things like that should have been added into the game. Concession stands downstairs where the lobby area is at. Have people have NPC workers working at the concession stands, and people standing in line waiting to get their food. Little stuff like that. And you go upstairs, or you could take an elevator upstairs, because downstairs is where the floor tunnel. What I always stated, there should be like four floor tunnels. Excuse me. And the lobby area should have a circle. It should be like a 360 circle, to where each 4 of those floor tunnels should lead you to the floor tunnels, to where you go through the crowd and go through the barricade and you go to the ring. And the other side, and if you loop around, because it's going to be a loop, backstage, downstairs, to where the other 2 sides, if you walk down the hallway to the other side, it will be other 2 entrance ways to where you can go to the floor tunnels on the other side of the arena. You see what I'm saying? And have 2 ways that you can go through 2 floor tunnels to the floor part, and where it take you through the crowd, and you'll be able to go back to the ring that way. And upstairs it'll have 4 tunnels, to where you have to, this be the same thing, the same loop in a circle, to where 2 sides will take you through 2 upstairs portions. You go through one of those floor tunnels, the upstairs, and it'll take you down the stair steps. And if you want to go through it that way, go down that way to the ring through that way. And the other side, the other 2 sides, the same thing, downstairs, upstairs. The other 2 sides, I have the other 2 tunnels the way you go down those steps, and it'll take you back to the ring. That's what I'm saying. And through that hallway upstairs, it should have a restaurant area, like a little small restaurant area, nothing too big, a stage you could do karaoke or whatever, or you could beat somebody up on stage. And it should be a kitchen connected inside of that restaurant. You can fight in the kitchen, have NPCs acting like they cooking in the kitchen or whatever, in like a little restaurant uniform, fighting in the kitchen, things of that, like stuff like that. You give us that. It's not nothing too much, man. So that's what I'm saying we should have. And if we outside of the arena, taking back down to the lobby area through that entrance, go outside the arena through that way, we should be able to fight out on the sidewalk in front of the street while cars going down the street. And we should be able to hijack those cars and run over our opponents. Like bring the arcade fun style back. The Rikishi running over Stone Cold vibe. You know what I'm saying? That ruthless aggression, that attitude era. Well, that was attitude era. Attitude era. And give us Road to WrestleMania. I've been saying this for years. People say create a story, but create a story, that's too much work. I just want to go in and play a season mode where we have voiceovers, cut a whole bunch of cutscenes filled, backstage, cutting promos, restaurants, areas where we had the restaurant upstairs and backstage, things like that. And give us like a Times Square, area to where we can go outside and Times Square across the street. Bring that back. That was in SmackDown vs. Raw. Stuff like that, man. Road to WrestleMania season mode, January through December, and have a replayability with new cutscenes you can have and promos. And please change the format of the promo system. Please. Have it the way it's just like one thing going across the screen, not us giving 4 multiple choice like A, B, C, D setup, the way it's like right up under one another. Bring back the single line, promo format that we had in SmackDown vs. Raw. Because the other ones that 2K had throughout the years, it just looks so generic. It doesn't look real at all. And I feel like the reason why I say AI voiceovers should be added, because AI is taking over. It has been. So add the AI voiceovers, the way we ain't got to see the subtitles, the way we can just hit a voice, and let us be able to cut promos wherever we want in our street clothes, not just wrestling attires all the time. And bring that Road to WrestleMania back. Free roaming ability throughout the season mode. The way we could just travel and just free roam whenever we want. In between matches or after matches. And they're going to have to step it up on 2K27. They're going to have to. It's too much competition out here. Grand Theft Auto is coming out November 19th. We got Halloween game coming out in September. We got 007 coming out. Well, this video going to be out on Tuesday. So we got 007 coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. UFC 6, even going to have a story mode on there, and that's coming out within June 9th, I think. I got to pre-order that just based off the story mode. So it's like, and that's going to be my first UFC game. It's going to be too much competition for WWE 2K to come back. And after these layoffs, they're going to have to bring back somebody like THQ. I'm thinking, like, who else could they bring back for 2K27 to make the games be back like how the way it was, fun? They got to bring Ukes or somebody. If they're doing all them layoffs, they got to replace somebody. It got to have a plan to where if you replace somebody, you already have in mind who you know is going to bring the fire back into wrestling game. You ain't just laying nobody off if you know that you ain't going to have nobody good to replace them for. That's not good business. And if you visual concepts, you know that ain't good business. So you know they got somebody that's going to step up to the plate and actually care. I just can't wait to see who it is, because 2K27 is going to be unlike any other WWE game because they can't afford another lackluster game with all this competition, because GTA 6 is going to shut everything down. So they ain't got no choice but to step up. And I'm glad these people got laid off because they didn't care. They over here barking back and forth with people on Twitter being all cocky. And it's like, this is so disrespectful. I ain't never seen game developers do this. I'm glad they're gone. So we'll just see what's going to happen, man. It's X-Men Reality TV. Like and subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Entertainment news, music news, factual. We have it here. Y'all be good. One love. Peace.